Before we get into the video, if you're looking for top quality sample packs, preset packs and templates for your music production, they're entirely royalty free. You can use them in your own productions and learn from them. If you're interested, check out the link in the description and enjoy the video. What's good people, it's Lewis or bbrights and I am back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be working on part 10 of our SaberZ from start to finish track. We're almost at the end of this series, so we're just a few more parts left and then I'll be giving the FLP out for free. For this episode we're just doing the finalizations of the little details of the track, like the chord fill here. I've recorded my own voice for a build up that I'm going to showcase that. And yeah, just overall doing some small little details, adding the ear candy as it's called, just finalizing the track. So other than that, we're going to get straight into it, no wasting time. So the vocal I've recorded, I can show you in another video the processed version, or the unprocessed version, sorry, but the vocal I've recorded is this one here. Everybody make some noise. Everybody. So that is my voice. We're going to record it here. I could show you all the way at the bottom here. Everybody make some noise. Lovely. So that is me. I just use the vocoder. If you want to, there's plenty of videos on the internet on how to make vocoder with your voice, but I can showcase it if you really want to be in another video. But that is my voice right there. Everybody make some noise. So it's quite a SaberZ style and vocoder style. So I'm going to be adding that in. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing this episode, is to move everything down as usual. I like having my vocals on top of the project. It's a nice way to organise. There we go. So the idea I have for this vocal is pretty standard. It's the standard SaberZ style. Going to be repeating for the first 4 bars. And then for the last 4 bars we're going to do a pitch bend automation. And then it's going to come in there and say it. So let's just get right to that. So let's highlight the build up here. Close off the browser. So as you can hear, there's a very bassy tone we need to get rid of. Everybody. Quite a low subtone. This one right here. Everybody make some noise. Quite bassy, so we're going to be getting rid of that. Everybody make some noise. Everybody make some noise. So for vocals, I just usually use the standard preset from Vintage Valhalla. As soon as you open it up, this is what I use. The main things I do is I do a low cut around 500 to 700 hertz, in between in here, around there. I usually sometimes keep the decay at 4 seconds, but usually I turn it down to 3, and I'll put the mix anywhere between 25 and 30%. Everybody make some noise. And then we're going to add a sound goodizer because that like beats it up very nicely. Everybody make some noise. Everybody make some noise. And we're going to add an OTT. Make sure you add the OTT after the reverb, because then it spices the reverb up a bit. Everybody make some noise. Everybody make some noise. Everybody make some noise. Everybody make some noise. And as usual, we're going to repeat just the everybody part. Everybody. And then just the body part. And then again, right at the end, it says it. Everybody make some noise. So we're going to change this to stretch, change the pitch range to 12 because that is an octave, and then do the basic automation. Just make sure at the end of the automation, it's not coming down like this. We want it to come down like that. Everybody make some noise. Everybody make some noise. And obviously we're going to do some small reverb techniques here. So we're going to add another reverb. I'm going to use Fruity Reverb 2 because I like doing it with this one. Doesn't matter what settings you have. So all you do is create an automation of the reverb wet and the reverb dry. Simple enough. And then you just do, I've done it plenty of times in this project so you could probably see it. Everybody make some noise. 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 Make some noise. So let's get the volumes right with the track. Yeah, so it's still very, very quiet. So we're going to add a multi-band compressor and use the vocal preset. That puts the vocals very up in the mix. It's very nice. So it's sounding alright, needs a bit of work, but that's the basic idea. So now let's move on to the pre-drop fill, get this finalized. It's taken like 7 or 8 episodes to actually get this part done, but so I'm pretty sure in the last episode we added a Nexus, that's the only one there somewhere. Yeah, it's just an REFX Nexus. Yeah, so let's clone that. I'm going to replace it with Silent for one, because I think there's a New Year chords preset somewhere. I think it's in this one right here. Yeah. Turn the reverb off. Copy and paste. Turn the release up a tiny bit because it is very, very choppy. Perfect. Rename these to get organized. Pre-chord fill 2. Take the low end out. There's a tiny bit of Noble Tech character. They're still very loud. That's Nexus doing that. Some Nexus sounds are very, very loud. There you go. So the sound guitar tames it just a tiny bit, which is what we want. And then we're just gonna, now we can turn it back up again. Perfect. Another thing I wanted to do is halfway through right here for this everybody makes a noise section here. Everybody makes a noise. I wanted to make 2 cuts. We're going to make a unique, and then we're going to chop this part and make a unique of this part as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to pitch this up 3 or I think it's 3. Yeah, and then we're going to pitch the second one down 2. Let's do that Saber style technique. Everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise. Yeah, so that's very Saber style. We're going to turn the endless smile down a bit too, just because it gets a bit hectic. Everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise, everybody makes a noise. Now what we need to add now is just a low hoover, nice really low sub bass type sound just to fill up this, because we have the horn going on here. But we want a sustained bass, and it's going to follow the same thing what we've done with the vocal right here. So the sound I've gone with is just this simple reed based one shot from one of my deep house sample packs. It's in the key of C, so just play simple E. E4 is too low, so we're going with E5. Control B as before, and here this goes up to the G, and then this E goes down to the D. As before, we're going to highlight the build up, create an automation clip as usual. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take these out because these ain't pitching, so it's going to conflict with the key. Perfect. So now we have a nice low bass in there. Let's bring that up to the top as well. Now what I wanted to do for here, I wanted to add another stab, just to reinforce that melody here. So I think we all know what one I'm going for, just because it's not a main part of the track, it's just a part of the song, so it's literally like a second or two. So we all know what stub I'm going for. The good old Kashmir. So it's obviously going from the C to the D. So we've got to find which one's the C. This one right here. Perfect. And obviously now the kick isn't playing, we're going to turn off the sidechain. So what we've got to do is make an automation clip now. So I've been listening through to the track a couple times, and there really isn't much I want to add. If I was to spend, bearing in mind I've only spent like 7 hours on this track, 7 hours and 50 minutes. Usually I spend 30 plus hours on a song. But at this moment in time, there isn't really much I want to add. It's pretty much done. So I'm going to play through the track as a whole, and then we'll see where to go from there. Nice sidechain messing up there. So that is pretty much the song, and again, listening through, there isn't really much I want to add. The main things are just bouncing out into stems and doing a final mix down. But that is pretty much it. Obviously at the end of this I'm giving out the FLP for free, so everyone can download it, learn from it and use it. And that is pretty much it. So I guess we can leave this episode here, and then the final episode will come next week with the final mix down. And then yeah, I'll give the FLP out for free. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, helps the channel grow, makes me happy. I've got a new video coming next week of making a drop like as well. So we've got making a drop like and the final episode of SaberZ from start to finish. So that is pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe out there, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon.